didn't see you sneak in.
All right, it's recording. Be mindful of what you say.
Okay. Welcome to Parks Department. Today is February 13th, 2025. The time is 7:06 PM. With us is Janice Walcott, Chair. I'm Debbie Kowalik, Co-Chair.
Jacqueline Lutnick.
Wayne Williams.
Cynthia Rodriguez, Board Chair.
And members of the public that are here that are in official, wait, hold on. Lisa is online. She's also on the committee. The people in the room that are here of official capacity, please identify yourself.
Marina Fedorova with New York City Parks.
Douglas Nash, New York City Parks.
Hi, Nikita Sharma, New York City EDC.
Carter Barone, New York City Parks.
Zach Rubin with the Skate Park Project. Steve Rodriguez with the Skate Park Project.
Okay, and let me see, what was this gentleman's name? And Alec Beck is also with the Skateboard Project, and we have Shirley with Parks. Anybody else that's in the official capacity want to identify themselves? Anthony Martinez, Bronx River
Administrator.
Yeah. This stuff keeps on moving way too fast for me. Let me see, Santiago Bonilla is with Councilmember Felice's office. He's also online.
Saeed. It was on top.
This,
Yeah.
He's EDC consultant.
he's a consultant?
Yep.
I don't even have a clue on how to pronounce the name.
Sorry to interrupt. Jeremy, the live stream doesn't look like it's live stream working. Go ahead, Debbie.
Okay, all right, so. All right, we did introductions, so now we're doing the reading of the conduct statement. Community Board 11 meetings must be held in professional and hostile-free environment. The following rules of conduct are applicable to members of the public, Community Board 11, and Community Board 11 staff. Any action or behavior that disrupts or interferes with Community Board 11 business will not be tolerated during any Community Board 11 meeting and may result in the individuals being asked to leave. If the action or behavior continues, this may be considered disrupting the peace and appropriate authorities may be summoned. If the meeting is held remotely, the person may be muted or expelled for the remainder. Repeated violations by the same person or group of people may result in further actions by the community board. All public speakers must address the full board or committee with their concerns. Electioneering for a position other than officer of Community Board 11 is prohibited. Engaging in acts of violence, this includes threats, are grounds for immediate suspension of the right to attend meetings pending review of the Ethics and Disciplinary Committee. Respect the equality, diversity, and privacy of all persons by respecting and valuing differences of culture and opinion. Refrain from unpleasant and disparaging remarks and other actions. Abstain from all forms of harassment by actively discouraging it. Disseminating false information is prohibited. Okay. Review of the meeting minutes. Yeah. Do we have minutes? Oh, we haven't had a meeting. I said there's no minutes. Attendance, page 3. I don't have a page 3. All right, so we're going straight to the Bronx Park skateboard presentation. So, you're doing it?
I'm starting, yes.
Okay. You can sit right there next to Janice. Yes.
That other door's not locked. Just push it.
Did you push it close?
Yeah. If there's a.
Right there on the right.
She followed me both, just kind of walk.
This one?
Um,
Oh, this one? So it's no one more?
But there's one. So there's
That one's still open?
no, two more.
The thing that looks like a folder.
Yeah, no, next to the folder, that's right here. No,
And just over there.
The thing that looks like
I
an
feel
eight.
in the dark, it looks like a circle.
Lights, that's fine. They-
Debbie, you have
Yes. Oh, this one, okay.
Jeremy here
No,
for the door. The keys for the door?
wait.
Thank you.
am I sharing the screen?
She didn't, the keys were in here.
Using of the door.
It's just not locked. When you pull it,
It's because you didn't push it close.
just move forward. Forget it.
She wants
Am I sharing?
the screen.
Yeah, you could share the screen. Yes, please.
Can everyone see the screen?
Lisa, can you tell me if you see the screen? You got it? All right, you're shaking your head. Okay, yes, she can see the screen. I can see the screen too.
Down.
Okay, no, it's this.
I just forward and that. All right. Where's the?
Oh, you did.
Let's try this again. All right, once again, good evening, everybody. My name is Marina. I'm with the New York City Parks Department, and thank you for making the time to meet with us. I will introduce the skate park project to you, and if it's acceptable, we'll go through all the slides, and then we have time for question and answer. So the skate park project is comprised of 4 distinct sites, 2 in the Bronx and 2 in Brooklyn. The 4 sites were selected under Mayor Adams' Public Realm Initiative, and under this initiative, the projects move at an accelerated schedule to provide public spaces in underserved communities. In this particular presentation, we'll focus on the Bronx Park Skate Park. New York City Parks has partnered with a private entity, the Skate Park Project, and also with New York City Economic Development Corporation to deliver this project. It has a total budget of 2.7 million coming from City Council and the Mayor's Office. Our goals with this project.
That's good, thank you.
Our goals with this project is to construct a brand new skate park in place of the existing one. The new skate park will cater to a very broad skill level and ability. It will improve internal circulation of sightlines and will also greatly improve access to the skate park from surrounding park areas. Here we are in the Bronx Park. We do not have any flood issues to address with this project. There is a multitude of land uses near the site, with residential being prevalent. There is a large number of recreational spaces within 10-minute walk of our site. There is even a skate park in Williamsbridge Oval, but that's not within a convenient walking distance to the neighbors here. And with this, I'd like to hand this presentation over to Steve Rodriguez at the Skate Park Project, who will take us through the details of this design proposal.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna stand up over here. It's the points about.
This renovation is a better version of the existing skate park, with roughly the same footprint. The ears, this area here and over here. So we're calling,
Just move the mouse as to where he points so that people virtually can see where he's pointing. That's all right, thank you.
so here. Here. The ears were added because of the tree canopy issues, and no trees will be removed. To create more space for beginners, skaters, BMXers, scooter riders, roller skaters, and inline skaters, as well as wheelchair motocross users. We've added a new sidewalk here to connect the skate park to the Bronx River East Park sidewalk closest to Bronx Park East, which is here. And the community helped design this park. 60% of the community wanted an even mix of street and transition elements, and 30% wanted mostly street. How we came up with the 60-40 split of street and transition elements. The park was designed with accessibility and longevity in mind. It's good for beginners and engaging enough for people to spend a lifetime honing their craft. The whole point of the park was better design, higher quality, more accessible, quieter, and longer lasting. We can go to the next slide. So here you can see this is the existing park, the drainage. This is the existing tree inventory. As I said before, no trees will be removed and no critical root zones will be affected. This is the existing skate park as it exists now. The park's about 15 years old. For a prefabricated park, that's actually, it lasted a pretty long time, but it's pretty outdated, and the new park will be a major upgrade for this. This is another view of the park. A couple other views. As far as the community priorities, beginner obstacles, we want to ensure that anybody that is, riding a bike or riding a skateboard or whatever they're riding in the park is able to interact with the park at that beginner level. Designed for gradual progression. We want to make sure that as they do progress, they'll be able to interact with the different obstacles in the park. Safety and security of skaters and pedestrians. The park will have the sight line for the park. You'll be able to see across the park. If someone's going from outside, there'll be nothing hidden, fully visible. As far as the flow, that's something that is thought about in the design of the skate park. That allows the users to use the park in a more natural way and connecting the elements of the park. And then element variety. We'll have professionally informed balance of street and transition. As I discussed, it'll be 60% street, 40% transition. And that allows to have that variety of obstacles. The community input, these are all from the meetings we had. You can see all the statistics I just talked about. Who came to the meetings to say, like, we want street, we want park, which type of elements, how old they were, how much they used the park, the distance from their house, and the terrain request.
Snakeboard.
Oh, snakeboard, yeah, that's it's basically a skateboard with only 2 wheels on it. It's very,
Oh, my
very
friend's
rare,
daughter had.
but
one
it
of
exists. It exists. This is the design of the skate park, and you can see this is the new path right here, and this is the new design skate park here, and has this new planting around the park. This is the existing fence as the park is right now, and we show the proposed fence. You can see the main difference here is it as we expand it a little bit right here, the fence will butt out a little there, both sides. These are the site furnishings. There will be a 4 and 6 foot fence around the park. It's a 4-foot fence where there's an obstacle that's 2 feet high. So it's one consistent 6-foot fence around the entire park. And there'll be new World's Fair benches, the new trash cans, and the new bike racks in the entrance of the park. And these are some of the plantings that will go in the park. And these plantings were considered and picked due to keep that they'll be low enough that it won't obstruct the visibility through the skate park. And this is the planting plan. So around the park, I believe this is a 10-foot like buffer zone around the park, all the way around, which will be a nice addition. And here is the kind of like reveal of the park. This is the plan view perspective rendering of the skate park. How this differs from the existing park is, here are the little ears I was speaking about where the park butts out. And you see we have a lot, it enables to have a lot more room right here for beginners in this zone right here. And we have a transition area in here where there's a mini ramp and some obstacles, but it also has these lines here and here where you see the park. Because of those ears and the expansion, it allows for a lot more usability of the space. We can show some other angles of the park. You can see the seating out here, the bike
your bike. Another view.
Excuse me,
Yes,
now the seating is inside the park. Inside, it's not on Bronx Park, but inside the park.
This seating is where there is current seating now. So this is outside the park.
It's outside.
Yeah, it's outside the park, but there
Well,
is,
it's outside the
It
skate
is outside
park,
the skate
but
park, but
it's
it's
in
inside
Bronx
Bronx
Park.
Park.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
It's inside the park, yep,
Yeah.
inside.
yeah.
get this straight, all right?
Yeah, no, it's not on Bronx Park Road.
Bronx Park East.
Yeah.
there's another view. As you can, and you can see the comparison from this view to the existing conditions. It's, you know, overall, the new skate park design enables 100% increase in functionality compared to the old skate park based on feature quantity and quality, and 125% improvement in capacity based on careful placement of lanes and rooms in the small space. As I was discussing, you have a lane here, you have a lane here, 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 and then you have this big,
So these lines that we see are lines that
those are
the
just,
riders will also kind of.
those are just in the concrete.
The grout lines type of thing.
Yeah. It's basically saw cuts in the concrete for expansion, stuff like that.
So tell me, there are no benches outside on Bronx Park East?
I
And this-
only know within this area of the park. I don't.
Yeah, the only benches that are these, and this is the back of.
Yeah, the highway.
Of the, yeah, like,
On
right-
the highway?
yes.
Okay, but nothing on Bronx. Park East?
No, we're not doing anything outside of of Bronx Park East. It's only the Bronx Skate Park, which is towards the highway.
Okay, so why haven't they had any benches? We used to have benches on Bronx Park East.
That's something I could ask about. It's
Please.
it's not part of this project,
You
sure.
know why?
Are you talking about like outside of the
On
park?
Bronx Park East.
On the sidewalk?
Yes,
Okay,
because we had that. I
you
used to
had
sit there.
benches there?
This old lady used to sit there
Okay,
while the kids were in the playground,
okay.
you know, before they did the, what do you call it? The soccer field.
Okay, yeah.
I sat one Bronx, Park. They were chairs, chairs, but there were benches there. So, you know, a suggestion, put some more benches.
Okay. I'll bring it up to the commissioner.
Yes.
I'm wondering if there's
It's
a
not part
water
of this
source.
process.
Yes, there's
There
a
is.
water source. There's a, if you go to the other
Next.
view.
Which view I'm trying?
Back at the end of, there's a water fountain.
Yeah, right on that side.
What about,
So that path, is that going to Bronx Park East?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a new
so
path.
So there's,
where your hand is right now, kind of, that's the side that's facing the highway?
yeah, so this is where the existing entrance is, but we're adding another entrance here.
Yeah, because I've never walked over there, but I've driven by it like a bazillion times.
Right.
You know, so I do see the skate park when I'm getting on the Bronx River, so.
Right. So that's,
I've walked through it. It's, yeah. Those plants, are they native to the area?
I can't answer that.
that's another question.
There are a lot of native plants here. There are a couple that aren't, but the goal was to select something that's very low maintenance and not a thirsty plant and easy to prune.
Yeah, they can last.
That, and low as well, so it won't obstruct the view. So that was the goal
So low, hardy, and on a diet.
on the diet.
Will it have, being that some of them are not native, will it affect the rest of the park?
I don't see how it would negatively affect it. Right now, there are shrubs that are considered invasive, as in, you know, they're very rapidly spreading to other landscapes beyond the immediate vicinity, so we're trying to replace them with a better.
Yeah.
format.
Okay, sorry, continue, please.
We were here. No, we were here. So I'm gonna go to the next.
Yeah, we can keep going through the views.
This is another view.
And again, you guys can see all the extra space here, the open space and the transitions and everything. So,
Okay, do you have an entrance right on Britain and Bronx Park?
I'm sorry?
Do you have an entrance to the skateboard park on Britain and Bronx Park? You have an
Yeah.
entrance on Bronx.
That's the new one that they
Is
created.
that man right there?
Yes,
Oh,
right here.
okay, that's fine. It's right across the street.
Because I do feel like most people come from outside anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is another view.
And this is as far as the sustainability analysis. We are losing a little bit of permeability here, but that is in order to put this little extra area here and this new pathway here.
The new entrance.
Yeah.
Was that the last slide? Because it went black. I'm not sure why.
Just the overview.
Okay.
And this is the old sign, where again, this is the new pathway to the park with the new,
Oh, never mind. Okay.
this is the new pathway with the new entrance. This is the original entrance. And here you can see the additional space. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah. What about bathroom facilities?
Should have
Bathroom
stopped here.
facilities, I've heard
Stop
when
there.
I was on site that they're having a bathroom built 1 block from here. Someone had said that. That there's-
One
Zimmerman.
bathroom on Argyle, Hilton.
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
Yeah, they don't have a bathroom in Zimmerman, for sure.
Yeah. This project does not have a bathroom, no.
Okay, because, you know, when people gotta go to the bathroom, maybe a block away, it's not too bad, but if they don't have a bathroom,
Mhm.
they're gonna be going right in between 2 cars, like they were doing at Zimmerman, okay, when they did not have the facility. Just to let you know that, right?
I think you have, sorry. Let's jump to the chest.
You know, it's really.
Look out the window,
See
and people
access
go
for
between
them.
2 cars, okay? Just to let you know, let the commissioner know,
I will.
okay? I'm telling you. All righty.
Anybody else have any questions?
Excuse me, have we got, can I have agenda, please?
Sure. Of course.
I guess currently is, or is it?
It'll still be the same as it is now. It's probably dust till dawn usually.
Yeah, yes.
Spark.
Somebody's picking up.
Team Spartan Spades,
I didn't mean to jump in.
let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta unmute them, so wait.
Maybe you have to go to the 3 circles. No.
They have to
I have a
unmute themselves.
participant list.
They could unmute themselves now that you unlocked it.
Wait, where is the participant?
On the bottom, the little silhouette with the
Hello.
3 lines.
Questions?
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, okay, team did, okay.
Yes, hello, good
what's
evening,
your question?
good evening, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, as it relates to the bathrooms would be, pertinent to the safety of the park, as mentioned earlier, that there would be people who normally have to relieve themselves between cars or also in the adjoining bushes, which creates kind of a safety hazard when you have women and children walking down a cross paths or whatever, and you have somebody emerging from the bushes who just had to relieve themselves. So the restroom would definitely help enhance the playground area, in addition to lighting for the area for the pathways between Bronx Park East at the entrance of the park and around the soccer field, skate park, and the adult fitness area also. That section of the park is within Bronx Park East is devoid of any lighting at all aside from the street light, which also creates a safety hazard as it gets darker early in certain times of the year. I think this is something that must be reiterated between the different community organizations who've expressed their concern over the lighting and restroom issues for over the past 10 years.
Okay.
It's also talking lighting.
right. Yeah, cause. Yeah, I guess that area is kind of dark.
Is there a reason lighting is not part of the park?
I don't have information on that. That's
Okay, we need that. We need to get that information. That's so important. Because there's a lot of stuff going on Bronx Park East.
Yes.
okay, car thefts and different things, so that lighting would be essential. Okay,
We're taking down that comment for sure. I know there were earlier some concerns with encouraging nighttime use of the rec space with nighttime lighting. So, we're taking your comment.
shall we?
Yeah, but encouraging or not, we know they are gonna use it.
Yes,
So-
but adding, I mean, during the community input meetings, we received a lot of feedback about lighting, and adding lighting would, one, there's residential spaces in front of the park. So a lot of people were opposed to us adding lighting because it would elicit people to be there after dark.
Skateboard.
Yes,
They
And
stay
then-
for it till 12 in the morning.
Yeah,
I
they're
know,
gonna do it anyway.
I know. They're gonna do it anyway, but
Anyway.
they're gonna do it anyway. Yes, you're right. But, I mean, we,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
I know. But you're gonna have to have some lighting, okay? I don't know if you can turn it off and on at a specific time, but you have to have some lighting because it's a lot going on in Bronx Park East.
We'll take the comment.
All right.
And Matt mentioned there's 3 public restrooms, all about the same distance
Yeah.
from there, so.
Mhm. Where are they? You know?
So I know,
Parkside
Parkside,
Playground, Rosewood Playground, Playground.
Parkside
Parkside Play-
Playground, Rosewood Playground, and Warren Playground.
If you guys.
Thank you, Matt.
if you
Thank
guys-
you, Matt.
Yeah,
Lighting
yeah,
exists
yeah.
within Bronx Park East south of Allerton Avenue. Then lighting within Bronx Park East north within the park to 233rd.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Any other questions, comments?
nope.
Thank you very
Anyone
much.
else? Thank you.
I had mentioned, Debbie, that we were presenting, in the hopes of getting a letter of support for this project.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we can vote.
So for the record, there is a quorum.
Yes, for the record, there's a quorum. So, Lisa,
Where are you?
Lisa, come back. I can't see you. You gotta be seen, Lisa. Okay, sit tight. We gotta do a vote, Lisa. So we're, this presentation was brought to us in the hopes of getting a letter of support.
But you need to hear from the gallery session for some, any motions.
Well, I asked the gallery if they want,
That was gallery? That wasn't gallery. That was just general questions for,
oh,
yeah.
oh, okay. All right, so we now just move on to gallery and then we come back to the voting?
Well, were there other presentations?
No?
Then yes.
Okay, so,
Well, I'll ask the question. Is everybody talks here like New York City or Bronx, like local? New York City, New York City, New York City, not
Bronx, yeah.
Total Bronx.
They, yeah,
and then there's a bunch of skate people.
Skate Park project.
They're specific.
Yes,
Specific.
and EDC.
Two in Bronx and two in Brooklyn. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And then there's a whole slew of them
Yeah.
online now.
Online, yep.
I'm not even trying to get the names.
Gallery?
Yeah, gallery, yeah, wait, hold on a second. Gallery, Kay is the only one that's registered ahead of time. Was Kay still here?
Hey, Cardona?
Okay, Kay. Kay Cardona, can you unmute yourself? Because you're the only one that's currently registered, so I acknowledge you first.
Jeremy set it up so that only you can unmute people, remember?
Oh,
Can't
yes.
unmute herself.
No, she couldn't mute herself.
All right, Kay, you can unmute yourself now. I'm sorry, I forgot about that little technical part.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, great, thank you, because this is a different headset. Yeah, I had phoned in and said that I wanted to speak in the gallery session, but it wasn't on
We're
this.
now, we're
I'm sorry?
acknowledging that. Now's your time to speak. You got 2 minutes to speak for your gallery session.
Okay, yeah, so this isn't actually what I wanted to speak on. It was actually what's going to be presented later, the Pelham Parkway.
No
That, and I
presentation.
think there was another one I wanted to speak
Okay.
on. It wasn't this particular item because I wasn't even
It's
familiar
okay,
with it.
it's okay, Kay. Go ahead and just tell us your thoughts.
Okay, yeah, so I know there's probably going to be more talk about the expansion of the I'm not thinking tonight, the walkway, right, the path, excuse me, the word in English is path. So I just wanted to say, I know some people are in favor of a bike lane on Pelham Parkway. I'm mortally opposed to it. Or a bike lane on the service road, which is also another nightmare. I actually am in favor of expanding the path, as sad as it is to have to do that. Any repairs to that path is going to cause expansion anyway because of the condition that that path is in, especially the upper quadrant, you know, from Eastchester going to Stillwell. It's in pretty rough condition. So I just wanted to speak in favor of expansion of the path. And I know most people are probably opposed to it, but that's just my 2 cents. And there was another item on the agenda and I can't remember what it is. And so,
Bathroom.
oh, bathroom, yes, Zimmerman, thank you. My beloved Janice and the Zimmerman bathroom. I just wanted to know where we are with it. Is there going to be any discussion about that?
Yeah, we're getting to that a little bit later.
Okay, great. So I'll just shut up now. Thanks. Thanks so much for having me.
I thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now I acknowledge those in the room. If you wanna.
Sure. Diana Finch, Bronx Park East Community Association. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for the path from Bronx Park East over to the entrance, which will, keep the soccer field separate. It'll be great. And I think the soccer players will like the path as well. And this area, when everything's finished and the soccer field, the new turf is, it's gonna look so great. It's just gonna look so beautiful. So, thank you. For the lighting, yes, we've been asking all sorts of ways for lighting inside the park and we don't mean the really full-on sports lighting. Because that is.
You mean like along the path?
Right, just like lamp.
Something different.
Because
I'll
the way
note it.
that you added them when you did the reconstruction of Waring Playground and basketball court. It's just enough lighting that you can still continue to play and be there and feel safe, like after dusk. And in, the fall and winter, it's dark at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And I realized that there's no electric infrastructure there at all.
Yeah, that has to be
So
a totally
it's really
separate
expensive.
project and
We've
requirement.
been asking the council members, the state assembly people.
Yep.
We've been asking everybody we can think of, the mayor.
Yep.
And we'll just continue to ask
Yes.
because to have that lighting and for the adult exercise area where the team Spartan and Spades
Mhm.
work out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin?
No, I interrupted earlier. I apologize. I answered the question. Thanks.
Okay. All right, Roxanne, I see your hands up. Oh, wait, hold on, I gotta mess this, mute. All right, Roxanne, I see you got your hand up.
Yes, I don't know who said it, but someone said that lighting causes after hour use. That is 100% accurate because when in Palm Parkway, when Dunkin' Donuts was open 24/7, that lighting added more lighting to the parks area in Palm Parkway Greenway. And we used to have people all night smoking and doing their drugs. And we even had the encampment. So even though Dunkin' Donuts was not directly at fault, their lighting encouraged after hour use. And like I tell many people over and over again, there's no place of business or residence where you have to use the greenway after hour use. So if you need lighting, you have the sidewalks adjacent on both sides of the greenway to use. And this is not just a Palm Parkway issue. In all areas of the city, there have been, especially when it's surrounded by residential areas, and with Palm Parkway is a residential community. After dark, after lighting, lighting does cause problems for residential areas because we do have, especially during the warm weather, people using the park. What? Hello?
Somebody was
Somebody
calling.
coughed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was being shut down already. So I definitely, and I always say lighting is important for safety, but please be cautioned where you put lighting because there's no park enforcement after 10 p.m. unless it's a serious issue. NYPD does not address park issues. So due to those issues, we have to also be concerned that even though lighting is something some people like, it can actually cause more problems than help. And I really don't have anything to say about the skate park. It's not part of Palm Parkway. I'm not a skater and I really don't know much about skate park, but I wish there was more community input because I was at that vision meeting and there was not that many participants involved in that meeting. So I guess hopefully this project will suit the community. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anybody else on WebEx that wishes to speak? Raise your hand and I will unmute you. Going once. Going twice. I see no hands, so we're gonna proceed. So now we can make the motion. Now we're making the motion. Okay, so this presentation was brought forth to us to get a letter of support. Do I hear a second? I got a second from Janice. Any discussion? Any abstentions?
Wait, I
Any-
have a question, Debbie and Janice. Do we want to make our support contingent upon lighting? Or, I'm not necessarily saying yes or no, I'm just wondering if we should think about that.
I just want to clear that the lighting it's outside of the scope of this project because you're asking for lighting along the path, which is not included in this, yeah. We're not
Okay.
switching that area.
And
so-
as far as you know, there's really not much power source there anyways.
No. and
It's
it
like
would
running a
require-
long extension cord.
And it would require additional funding that's not part of the scope, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so, any abstentions? Any objections? Then it's unanimous. So Community Board 11 will send a letter of support to the Parks Department and, the skateboard project for this project to proceed.
Thank you.
When will it begin?
Thank you.
Do you know? When will it begin?
When will the project construction begin?
It's Q1 of 2026.
Pardon me?
Q1 of 2026.
Coming soon.
So when will the current park close?
It won't close until construction starts, so the same time.
And how long will it take to finish it?
We're anticipating Q1 of the following year, so 2027.
So they'll be without.
About a year.
Okay.
Adeline, do you have a deadline for when you need, or when you would like to see the letter of support?
Marina, the letter of support.
Yeah. The full board is retaining next.
It's on
2
the
weeks.
27th.
Is that? It's okay,
So then we need to make sure we get the draft out.
okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay. So,
I'll stay for you guys are free to go. I have some other items that I have on the agenda, but we're good. That's fine. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming.
so anybody online that's pertaining to the skate park can leave if you wish.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all.
Okay, we're gonna be continuing on, but just give us a moment because it's a little noisy here in the room as people are disembarking.
So yeah, there were a lot.
Good night.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's a good chat.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Night.
Okay, so moving on to old business. Old business, Pelham Parkway Greenway in design until April.
Yes.
So you'll elaborate?
That's pretty much it. It's in design right now and the phase is expected to be finished in April 2025.
Okay, so then you're gonna come back to parks or the full board with the design and say here, or like,
No, because that part was already,
okay,
that was
I'm
already established.
just clarifying.
So after that, after the design is completed, it goes into procurement, which is like the bidding phase, getting contractors, all the legal reviews, all the contracts and all that. That takes about a year or so.
So you two was talking Q1 of 2026 for starting?
Well, for starting of construction, no, because procurement takes about a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so,
I'm more looking at 2027.
yeah.
So as the
Like
skate,
that,
as the
towards the
skate
end.
park is ending, you'll then
Yeah,
start.
as they mentioned, this skate park project, it's a mayoral project.
The what?
Mayoral.
Oh,
And
mayoral,
it's fast tracked, yeah.
mayoral. Oh, wait, I thought you were saying mural, like.
No, that's not mayoral. That's it. Any other question?
Is it fully funded already?
Yes.
A lot of stuff happening in the city. In the country, money being grabbed back.
Okay, Zimmerman Playground. The playground renovation. That's still in the.
So that was in procurement. I had spoken to Jeremy a couple of weeks ago. Procurement was supposed to finish now in January of 2025. The last information that I received was that we were doing the bids now for a contractor. So I have to get more information on that. Probably have that in the morning, hopefully,
Okay.
So we can have the date.
of when it starts construction. I am hoping, let me look at my calendar, hold on. I would say sometime in the summer. But don't quote me on that, Janice.
That's okay, we'll call you Martin.
Okay.
And that just to have a contract in place or to start?
To start,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
to start construction.
Chair
And,
Janice, may I
Okay,
ask
tell
a
my
question about?
excuse me,
Chair Janice, may I ask a question about the summer start of the Zimmerman?
Hold on,
we're not finished.
okay. 1 second. Go ahead, keep going.
Bathrooms, the design schedule, being determined.
So we're expecting design to start in FY 2026. I'll have a date for you. Yeah, I have more information on that.
Will the design include handicap accessibility?
Yes.
Oh, it's got to.
All of our
It's
public
got to.
restrooms have.
It's gotta be ADA compliant.
As you guys know, this project was just recently funded. So, getting our design team on board, our architectures, because it's a building, so it goes through the architecture process. It takes a little bit more time, so.
I was talking with some people and they've made me see the light of certain things that would fall under ADA. And naturally, when you have a baby as small as like Lisa's baby, you got your little flap down
Changing
table. Would they be considering doing maybe a larger scale changing table that somebody who's had special needs child that's still maybe in diapers, but they're 8 years old and they need more of a modified table? to
I
change?
could ask, no.
Because a
That's a
lot
good
of
question.
people like, how they're trying to change their older child that,
Like you still in diapers?
yeah. Not, you got your people, you got a stubborn kid that may be in diapers kind of by choice, like you would say. But then there's some kids that it's not, it's not their choice, it's their medical necessity. So,
Roxanne has her hand up when you're ready to do gallery again.
no, yeah, well, now we're getting to people in the room. Okay, Diana?
Okay.
Yes, so the Zimmerman constructions might start in the summer, and the reason I ask is because we're putting in our funding requests with Councilmember Riley. And we had planned to do, like, if the park's all closed off, we had planned to try to do an open street on one of the
Okay.
sides.
Mhm.
So do you think that
You
we
said
have
up
to
the
think
street
about an
where?
open street for this
You have
summer?
plans to do it where?
I don't know, on one of the sides of the park, like either Barker or Britain, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we would consult with you before we do anything specific.
But we have to figure out what we're gonna do if we can't use it playground,
Right, for the summer.
for the sun. So the last time they did this in 1994, we used.
Nina.
Huh?
No.
Okay, we used, Britain Street
Uh-huh.
and we used Barker.
Yeah,
And Barker, because we couldn't use the playground.
right,
Okay? So we gotta figure that one out.
right.
Right?
So do you think we should be asking for funding in order to do that? To do an open street?
I would wait, I would wait until we get more information from us. I know about how in advance.
Sure.
Okay, because I hope to have more information for you by tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. And are we going to check in about the ramp in Bronx Park East up to the Botanical Garden and the turf field? And the Allerton soccer field?
What do you mean, chicken?
Where we're at with those?
So construction for the Bronx Park East Botanical Ramp is expected to start towards the end of March, beginning of April. I don't have a
Exciting.
specific date yet. It's
Yeah,
it's
you
around
need-
the corner.
You need warmer weather because otherwise the concrete will crack.
That's leading into the entrance
The
of.
Botanical Garden, yeah.
So that whole
I recently
area.
found out it
is
was
very
closed, I
open,
didn't even know.
But it's.
April would be
the summer.
better.
Yeah.
April.
And the last one was I don't know if this is you though, the turf field at
At Allerton,
turf field, which I know
It
it's
is
done
me.
now, 'cause-
yeah, it is me, but I don't have a start date yet.
okay,
Yeah.
but that one won't be long at all, right?
No, a few months, a couple of months, 3-4 months.
The soccer players wanted me.
I know.
Okay, Kevin?
No, but I just want to make sure I introduce myself to you again at this meeting, okay?
Of course, sure. Hi.
So
Okay.
Diana, just to answer your question about the open streets, I'm just looking really quickly. It looks like for streets launching on or after July 1st, the deadline is March 31st. So
Yeah, it's the same thing for that.
Okay. Roxanne, I see your hands raised.
Yeah, I have a few questions. The first question is Brady Playground. Is it under the,
I am.
Okay.
sorry, what?
No, she was telling me like where you're referring to. Sorry.
Brady
proceed.
Playground. Is Park still there?
Yes,
They are.
Okay, my question is directed to Parks, please. Brady Playground, that falls under the Bronx River Administration. Has that happened recently, that change? Am I correct or wrong?
What change are you? I'm
Because I never knew it was under Bronx River Administration, and when I called a few months ago, they said that they put it under the Bronx River Administration. I thought,
Anthony,
was
is Brady Playground under your, can he be on Anthony
oh wait,
Martinez?
Anthony, this one?
Yeah.
Anthony Martinez.
Yes, can you hear me?
Is
Yeah,
he-
now, yes, we can
is
hear you.
Brady under
Okay,
you?
yes, correct. It falls under District 14, which is part of the Bronx River.
I didn't know
yeah, I'm not sure because they said they changed the regional manager and,
Correct. It's
Anthony
me.
is the administrator, yes.
okay,
But it's
okay.
still
Well,
Parks.
yes, I know it's still Parks property. I was just wanting to know who's the administrator for that. Well, I tried reaching you several times by email and phone because we've been having lots of issues with Brady Playground. And I guess I'll try again by email because I don't want to take too much time here. But there's serious issues in Brady Playground that
You
been
want me-
occurring
you gotta-
since last summer. And I don't, okay, so I guess I'll try to send you or call you again sometime
Yes,
this week.
you can email me. Tomorrow, next week, I'll be out of the office until Thursday. So
Okay, I
because
know I
of
brought it
the
up to the
school break.
council
Hey,
members
Debbie,
office.
this is Matt too. I could sort of let you know how the transition happened if you want.
Yeah, please explain that to Roxanne and the rest of us.
Okay, so all of the parks that are next to the Bronx River, from the Yonkers border all the way down to the East River, were incorporated into Parks District 14. And then all of those districts acquired an administrator, and that's Anthony Martinez. Anthony, probably about a year and a half ago, probably, right? And he now is the
Correct.
administrator over that corridor, which is all the ones that that I just explained. But he also works directly with the Bronx River Alliance because they're only associated with Bronx District 14, the Bronx River Corridor. So that's sort of how it's been organized with the agency.
Correct. And just if I could add very quickly, I did speak to the chief of staff from the council member's office at some point towards the end of the summer. We did speak about some of the issues. PEP is aware of some of the conditions, as is the local precinct. We actually had a parks employee had an issue with a patron when they went to close the bathroom. So we are aware. So we have PD there, and we have PEP patrolling the area a little bit more. The issue, of course, is that we don't have the staff right now to currently lock the park in the evening, but they are aware of some of the issues.
Mr. Martinez, you sum it well. That is correct? That's the issues going on. And I did bring it up to the councilwoman's attention, but there's been other incidents that I'll just add in the email, hopefully tomorrow, if not by next week, okay?
Yes, I appreciate that. And like I said, just a reminder, if I don't get back to you till the end of the next week, it's because I'll be out, but I will definitely
No.
respond to you.
Thank you. Now, I'm just being proactive for this coming summer. That's all. And my second question is the Bronx Dog Run. Now, who does it? I'm not sure you can answer this question. Who is the council member for that dog run? Because both council members are pointing fingers at each other. It's not in their district. And I really would like to know, because it's not something easily I can look at the redistricting map. Who's the council member?
I think it's Felix.
No, if you could get Parks to answer that for me, please. That'd be no worries. I just want to really get a agency response to that, please.
Roxanne, if I could get back to Debbie and them tomorrow. Which dog run are you talking about?
The Bronx Park Dog Run. That's right on Palm Park South and Bronx Park East.
Well, that's behind District 12 headquarters, Kat.
Yes, correct.
District 11 headquarters. It's
I'm
right.
sorry, correct, 11.
Yeah,
Thank you,
District 11 headquarters. That actually one section of District 14 is covered by District 11 just because the headquarters are there. So there's that one section that District 11 sort of takes care of.
Yeah, if you could, if the agency could respond, answer when it can. Who's the
Yeah,
council
if you
member?
have any questions about jurisdiction, you could talk to me tomorrow. I'll show you exactly where it is.
All right, thank you.
And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, so, and, but I understand jurisdiction. I just want to know who the council member is, please. And secondly, we've been having an issue, well, not me, I don't have a dog. People there mentioned to me that the sand has eroded, that it needs to be replenished, please. And that's why I need to know who the council member is to advocate for the Bronx Park Dog Run community. So
Thank you. They will get back to you tomorrow with the further information you're requesting.
And my last question, the last question. This is regarding Pelham Parkway. So we had lots of trash cans removed during end of last summer and winter. And now that the weather's warming up, where the trash cans used to be located, people are leaving trash there because they become accustomed to using that as a area to dispose of their trash. And I'm really telling you, we do not have trash can on Pelham Parkway North, starting from White Plains Road all the way to Williamsbridge Road, well, even to Bronxwood, because it's highly trafficked. It's a very highly trafficked area by residents. From passive to active activity, I really request, we really need trash cans, because it's very sad. After 7 years through my group Friends of Pelham Park, we have been doing cleanups. We don't get any money. We do cleanup.
Roxanne,
Okay, let me just finish this, Debbie. Let me just finish the sentence, please.
You clearly went over.
But just let me just finish this.
Roxanne.
Can I finish the sentence though?
Time.
Okay, bye.
All right, so moving on, let me see. Lisa, did you have any inputs of anything park related while we got parks people here? Okay.
I guess we're doing a very good job.
Through Catherine, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the park at Eastchester and Gun Hill Roads. There is a soccer field there. It's Given Square, and the surface is very uneven. It's becoming a tripping hazard. So my question is, do you have any proposed schedule to address those issues?
There's no funding for Given Square. I know what location you're talking about. I could have the manager go out and take a look to see if there's anything we could do in-house. But most likely it will need a capital project, which would require capital funding from your elected officials.
Okay.
But I will bring that up to them.
Okay,
You said the turf field, right?
It's a soccer field.
Soccer field.
Oh,
That's not.
soccer surface.
yeah, what was the intersection, the area you said?
No, I know which park.
Eastchester.
Given,
and Gun Hill.
yeah.
Oh, by St. I'm sorry, Holy Rosary. I'm like going down all these Catholic schools. The one closest to the school or the one further?
Furthest.
Okay. Because I know there's one across the street from me. Okay, let me see. No hands up, so, okay, so new business. Is there any new business? I guess you're stuff is sort of new business.
Yeah.
Do you have any park related?
No, apparently Roxanne thinks care of Brady, so I don't have to worry about it.
Do you have any park related?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she lives all around the other side.
Oh, one question.
No, Crystal, please put the microphones.
New business for Zimmerman. I wanted to know the park house that they're renovating or doing over. I wanted to know if we can put up a plaque on the park house saying Miss Lou's place. Miss Lou was the woman that ran the preschool in Zimmerman. She ran the preschool for some of the children that grew up in the neighborhood. She also ran what's called Summer Fun in the Sun. Okay, those children were not preschool age. So my sons went there, my grandson went to the preschool, but not only my family. She was the mother of the neighborhood. Okay, Parkside kids from Olinville, all over the neighborhood attended that preschool and the summer fun in the sun. I wanted to know if we could put on the house with Lou's Place, period. Okay, and if we need petitions, you know, I can bring them up again because people are always asking about that. All right, so
That's a good
that's
idea.
new business from the neighborhood. Okay,
LOO or LOU?
Luvenia, her name is Luvenia Jackson. Okay. I'll get the proper spelling from her granddaughter or her daughter. Okay, get it to you, but it would help because during the summer she ran the park. What they have in the park in the playground. The park had during the summers they gave out the lunch. You know, they had the games and everything in the playground, and then on the street it was PAL. So there's a lot going on in the neighborhood. A lot of things for the children in the neighborhood to do. You know, the entire neighborhood. Anyway, that's my new business.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys in general park gallery or just specific?
Okay, I was just saying what Matt wrote. Yeah, did you have a general?
Yeah, speak freely. Okay.
Go ahead.
Got 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
Yep, Boya, and I'm just gonna say Anthony, so many two parks. One thing we didn't mention out loud today is that Bronx Park Speak Up is coming up at the end of the month. On the 22nd, I think it is, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything about it, but it's a great parks event for the Bronx. It has a lot of big members and partners such as Bronx River Alliance, and it has a lot of small ones, which kind of like myself, Hutchinson River Parkway, Greenway group, bunch of friends that we kind of maintain the best we can that parkway. One of the things that they're doing this year as a panel discussion is river seekers and why the Bronx access is so important and so difficult. And I mentioned that because I was asked to be part of a panel for that. So I'm working on that, but I did agree to do that.
For the
Everybody
second-
should look into that, and if you have a day off, it's a really fun event to go.
I've gone for the past 3 years. I've been there, yeah.
I organize a bike ride to it, you know,
Nice.
fun event, breakfast, bike ride, we show up, it's really nice, but the event itself is really nice. I mean, there's a lot of people tabling, 100 people probably tabling, or maybe 70 people tabling. Everybody represents every park in the Bronx, like I said, from big to small, Pelham Bay Park, Van Baldwin Park to the Greenways.
And there's swag to be gotten.
It's meant to, what's what I'm looking for, you know, meet other people. I'm trying to say. Network, I'm trying to say negotiate, the network, and that's what it's about. It's on the 22nd, it's from 11 to 5. Usually the first hour or so, you would be in the room with all the people tabling. And then everybody would go into a much larger room for the paneling and the other discussions from people from.
Presenters, yeah.
So I sound like I know a lot about it, but I've probably gone maybe 10 times myself with transportation alternatives and this ride, you go there. You know, we participate with a lot of parks people, so.
So it's February 22nd, you said?
Free lunch. I'm sorry, did I mention free lunch? Sorry.
February 22nd?
Yeah, February 22nd at Lehman College. I'll continue. You want me to continue? I'm just gonna continue that. It's at Lehman College Dining Room, Music Building.
On the music building.
It's from 11 to 5. Most people kind of break away at some point during the discussions, 3 o'clock or so. But get there by 11 because that's the strongest hour to be there. Workshops is one that I mentioned before. There's also about grants and fundings. And the people that operate this event, Bronx Park, I forget exactly, excuse me, EC, whatever. They kind of like people like myself that are not nonprofits or have funding, and they like to support that. So this is a big step for me and my group to be a part of this. So I just, you know, another reason I'm saying that. I'm
Hi,
gonna
this
leave
is
it.
Anthony. Can I jump in? The organization is called Bronx Coalition for Parks and Green Spaces.
Thank you.
Yes, so I've been attending them since probably 1999 when I started in park. I started parks in 1998. So I started when it was BCQ event for calendaring, and it's evolved into this great event. Like he mentioned, the theme is waterfronts and water access. He did mention food, so that's important. Free lunch, but it's a great networking event. The commissioners stop by usually. I highly recommend people go network, and I'll be there for at least the first few hours of the event as well. It's a great event. I highly recommend it.
It's also kid friendly, so you can bring your kids.
Okay, so.
I'll send a link to Jeremy, what he does with it, he does with it, okay?
Okay.
I think I seen something in one of my emails somewhere. I mean, they might have sent it straight to me because I've attended numerous years myself. But I do recall seeing something in one of my emails.
Thank you.
All right, so that's it.
I moved them out.
You moved to, I second that,
At what time?
8:12.
At 8:12.
Okay, thank you, everybody, for attending. All right, thank
Good night,
you.
everyone. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yes.
Oh, wait.